There are many, many things that I feel that have helped me change, helped shape me, or helped me to stop and think. The first prop I have right here is a photo of my grandmother, Elvira Becerra. I will be talking about civil rights for immigrants. This has changed me not only to become a better person and to stop and think for a moment that we are changing this world and we are changing it in a good way, whether some people disagree or not. My grandmother was an immigrant before she got her United States citizenship papers. My grandmother is my hero because she showed me what a hardworking woman looks like. She spent 15 years of her life studying and working hard with my grandfather to achieve their goals of getting their United States citizenship. Sadly, my grandfather passed away last year and never got to achieve his goals of receiving it. My second prop right here is a voting sticker that I designed myself. That is because another thing that has changed my life and affected me is women's rights. Women's rights are the rights and entitlements claims for women and girls worldwide and formed the basis for the women's rights movement in the 19th century and feminist movement during the 20th century. This has affected me because I, as a woman, want to change this world, and us women are changing this world. Things that have changed about women's lives is property ownership, the right to vote, equal rights, and the right to wear pants and more. I, as a woman, am very proud of how the rights of women have changed. There is still more changes that need to be made, but history will define that. My third prop right here is a microphone. That is because I will be talking about how Martin Luther King Jr. has made me stop and think closely about the world. Martin Luther King is a hero to many. Martin Luther King was a well-known civil rights leader and activist who had a great deal of influence on American society in the 1950s and 1960s. His strong belief in nonviolent protest helped set the tone of the movement. Martin Luther King impacted the world and impacted many people's lives. He impacted mine by opening my eyes and seeing what we need to change about this world. My fourth prop over here are different colored markers, as you can see. They're all different colors. This is to describe racism, because no matter what color of skin we have, we all should not judge one another. Racism has always been a thing and sadly will always be a thing. Racism is a prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism directed against someone of a different race based on the belief that one's own race is superior. This has changed me and has opened my eyes because ever since I was young, racism has always been in my life because the color of my skin, and it is sad but will never stop. So we need to know how to deal with it in our own way, and we need to not let it define us. My fifth prop is an airplane. As you can see, this is this is to describe what happened on September 11th of 2001. This tragic event has affected not has affected me in the way of viewing life a different way. The September 11 attacks were a series of four coordinated terrorist attacks by the Islamic terrorist group against the United States on Tuesday morning. Things like this happen around the world, and it's the saddest thing, but we all need to make a change in this world. Thank you.